GMO stands for genetically modified organism, also called genetically engineered foods. Those are two common terms that are describing the same thing. And a GMO is an organism that was put together in a laboratory. So they take DNA from one species or organism and insert it into another species or organism, and it does not occur in nature. My biggest concern about GMOs are the environmental implications associated with GMOs. First of all, I don't think we need them. So from a social and geopolitical standpoint, we don't need them to feed the world. We need to take better care of our soil and invest into the kinds of agriculture that sustain agriculture for future generations. We have too much food in the world as it is. We have a food waste problem that should be dealt with before we try to re-engineer nature. The labeling question is not are GMOs bad or GMOs good question, it's a should they be labeled question. Do we have the right to know whether we're eating a food that's been genetically engineered in a laboratory or one that has been bred naturally through traditional breeding methods like we've been doing for hundreds and thousands of years? So the industry wants to be able to sell these foods. They want to be able to grow these foods. They want to be able to sell them to farmers. And they are. Between 80 and 95% of those 5 crops that I mentioned before are GMO in this country. So it's about money. We are engaged in a full-on David and Goliath style food fight. Vermont against some of the largest food corporations in the world. They say that our law is unconstitutional, that it violates free speech, meaning that it compels them to say something about their products that they don't want to say. Judge in Burlington was hearing the case. The Grocery Manufacturers Association and their partners in the lawsuit have asked for an injunction, which basically means that our law, Act 120, can't go into effect until the lawsuit has been settled. So they're trying to put a stop from our law going into effect. It's scheduled to go into effect on July 1st, 2016. As a response to that request for an injunction, the Attorney General of Vermont requested that the judge throw the entire case out. And so we're awaiting the opinion of that judge, both on the injunction and whether or not the case should be thrown out. What we're told is that it's more than likely that no matter what the judge says, one side or the other will appeal. So we're very fortunate to have an Attorney General and a legislative body and governor who wants to back this law. They stand behind what the people of Vermont have demanded.